Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that almost every young adult I know complains about, this constant, heavy bone-deep tiredness that doesn't go away no matter how much you sleep. You wake up exhausted. You drink your coffee. You push through the day. Most people blame their schedule, their stress, their screen time. And yes, those things matter. But based on what research has been uncovering over the last decade, there is something else going on, something hiding right inside your gut, that most of us never think about. Here's what I mean. Studies conducted on the gut-brain axis have shown that the state of your digestive system has a direct impact on your energy levels, your mood, and even your cognitive function. One study published in the journal Nature Microbiology examined the microbiome profiles of thousands of individuals and found a striking pattern. People who reported chronic fatigue had significantly lower diversity in their gut bacteria compared to people who felt energized and alert. This wasn't a marginal difference, it was substantial. Think of your gut like a city. A healthy city has thousands of different kinds of workers, builders, electricians, doctors, delivery drivers, all doing different jobs that keep the whole system running. Now imagine that city slowly loses half its workforce. The lights start flickering. Roads go unrepaired. Deliveries get delayed. That's essentially what happens when your gut microbiome loses its diversity. The machinery starts to break down, quietly, beneath the surface. Now here is where it connects to fatigue. Your gut is responsible for absorbing nutrients-iron, B12, magnesium, folate, all the raw materials your mitochondria need to produce energy. Mitochondria are often described as the powerhouses of the cell, but a better analogy might be tiny engines inside every cell of your body. And like any engine, they need the right fuel. When your gut lining is inflamed or compromised, a condition researchers often refer to as increased intestinal permeability, or colloquially, leaky gut, those nutrients don't get absorbed properly. So even if you're eating a reasonably healthy diet, your cells may be running on empty. Research has also pointed to something called low-grade chronic inflammation as a central driver of fatigue. In a study examining young adults between the ages of 18 and 35, elevated levels of inflammatory markers like CRP and IL-6 were closely associated with persistent tiredness and reduced motivation. The interesting part: in many of those cases, the source of that inflammation was traced back to gut dysbiosis, an imbalance in the bacterial communities living in the digestive tract. Here is the part that genuinely surprised me when I first came across it. Your gut produces approximately 90% of your body's serotonin. Serotonin is commonly thought of as a mood chemical, but it also plays a huge role in regulating sleep quality, muscle function, and yes, energy. When your gut is out of balance, serotonin production drops. And when serotonin drops, your sleep becomes shallower. You spend less time in the deep, restorative stages. So you sleep 8 hours and still wake up feeling like you only got 4. The tiredness isn't in your head. It's coming from your gut. What makes this especially relevant for young adults is that this is often the stage in life when gut health quietly deteriorates the most, through irregular eating patterns, processed food-heavy diets, antibiotic use, chronic stress, and disrupted sleep cycles. These factors compound over time, slowly reshaping the composition of your microbiome in ways that manifest as fatigue, brain fog, bloating, mood instability, and a general feeling of being off. A research group studied the dietary habits of college-aged individuals and found that those who consumed the highest amounts of ultra-processed foods had the lowest gut microbial diversity, and also reported the highest levels of daytime fatigue and difficulty concentrating. They weren't sleeping less. They were just recovering less, because their guts were working against them instead of for them. So what does this mean practically? It means that if you are constantly tired, before you reach for another cup of coffee or blame your genetics, it might be worth asking, what is my gut actually doing right now? Are the bacteria in my digestive system diverse and thriving? Is my gut lining intact enough to absorb the nutrients I need? Is inflammation quietly draining my energy reserves? These are not small questions, and they don't have overnight answers. But the research is increasingly clear that the gut is not just a digestive organ, it is an energy management system, a mood regulator, and an immune command center all at once. Taking care of it is not optional. It is foundational. In the coming videos, I'm going to break down exactly which foods support microbial diversity, which habits are silently destroying your gut lining, and how you can start rebuilding your energy from the inside out, not with supplements or quick fixes, but with a real, research-backed understanding of how your body actually works. Because you're not just tired. Your gut is trying to tell you something, and it's time to listen.